A big shout to all the landlords, property agents, and tenants. Do you know what a property redress scheme is all about? Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Now to redress, it's defined as to fix something that was wrong. Redress is not the same as compensation. Redress is setting right what went wrong for an individual or a group of individuals. If you're keen in knowing more about property development, here is your chance to learn about it. Subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you would be notified when our videos are being posted. You can also watch all our videos in the Project Possible YouTube channel. Now the topic for today is property redress scheme. So we are going to learn what property redress scheme is all about. A property redress scheme is a scheme which allows consumers to escalate a complaint they have against the member of the scheme. It is an alternative to using the courts. The main purpose of the redress scheme is to resolve or settle an unresolved complaints from the consumers who have suffered a loss as a result of the actions of the member. And the other purpose is also to allow the agents to comply with their legal requirement to be a member of a government authorized consumer redress scheme. So for example, if I am the letting agent, and if I have a tenant and the tenant is not happy with me with regards to whatever reason, so the tenant has already come and told that I'm not happy about the way you have dealt with this matter, and then the letting agent will be given a chance to resolve this issue. Now the tenant is not happy with the way the letting agent has solved the matter. So now the tenant can go and register their complaint or escalate their complaint to property redress scheme. The property redress scheme is a consumer redress scheme authorized by the Department for Communities and Local Government and also by the National Trading Standards Estate Agency team to offer redress to consumers of lettings, property management, and estate agent. Now, who needs this property redress scheme? The requirement to belong to a redress scheme only applies to all the property agents and professionals carrying out estate, lettings, and property management work in the property industry. They also offer the redress services to property professionals like company landlords, inventory clerks, tenant relocation experts, etc. Now, I have been talking about letting agency, property management agency. So what exactly is the difference between a letting agency and a property management agency? So a letting agency is an agency which has been instructed by landlord to find tenants for the properties belonging to the landlord. Property management agency is an agency which has been instructed by the landlord who wishes the agency to arrange services, repairs, maintenance, improvements, or insurance of the property. From 1st of October 2014, letting and property management agents are required to join a tenant redress scheme. This gives both the landlords and the tenants the right to independent redress if their agent cannot resolve a complaint to their satisfaction. This means that anyone who feels they get a poor deal from their letting agent will be able to take their complaint to a redress scheme. The membership fee for joining the redress scheme is £125 plus the taxes. Now let us see what will happen if you don't join the property redress scheme. In England, a letting agent or property management agency who does not join an approved consumer redress scheme can be fined up to £5,000 by the local authority and ultimately closed down if they continue to operate illegally. In Wales, all letting agents and landlords are required to register with Rent Smart Wales. Part of the licensing application criteria is to show that they are a member of a consumer redress scheme and they have purchased a professional indemnity insurance and can offer their landlords and tenants client money protection. Now, the penalty for someone operating illegally can be either a fine or a prosecution, as well as having their license revoked if one has been issued. Now, let us see what other schemes are available apart from property redress scheme. So we have two schemes. We have property ombudsman and we have property redress scheme. And in this video, I'm talking about property redress scheme. A third scheme called as Ombudsman Services Property did exist till August 2018. So agents who were a member of this scheme must sign up to either Property Ombudsman Scheme or to Property Redress Scheme. Now, how would you find out which scheme does the agent belong to? Normally, the agent will display this information in their offices or on their website. However, both schemes have publicly available member lists that will allow a landlord or a tenant to check if the agent is complying with this legal requirement. Now let us see how to complain or how to register a complaint with the property redress scheme. So if you're unhappy with the property agent, then first complain directly to them. The letting agent should be given a chance to deal with the problem before a complaint is placed to the redress scheme. Then you can contact the agent redress scheme if you are not satisfied or if you haven't heard anything in 8 weeks' time. You can go to their website and you can register your complaint. Now, what happens after you have registered the complaint with the redress scheme? So the redress scheme will investigate the complaint. If the complaint is upheld, the scheme can order the letting agent to apologize, reimburse the financial loss, or pay compensation for avoidable distress or inconvenience. Now, what are the type of complaints that are accepted by the redress schemes? They are poor or incompetent service, rudeness or discourtesy, not explaining matters, failure to follow the rules set for agents, failure to follow proper procedures. For example, if you are an actual or a potential buyer or seller and you have a complaint about an estate agent who has failed to provide a proper service to you or who has infringement of your legal rights, or if they have failed to follow a proper procedure, you have the right to register your complaint with Property Redress Scheme, provided that you have discussed or you have raised your complaint with the estate agent first and are not happy with the outcome. Now, there are certain complaints that cannot be considered in the redress scheme. There are times when, unfortunately, the redress scheme is not the correct forum, and they are: if the agent is not registered with a redress scheme, if the complaint has been dealt with court already, if the complaint is outside the redress scheme's timescales, if the complaint has happened before the agent was registered with a particular scheme. It is very important that the landlords and the tenants are educated and informed. And this is the reason why I've got you the video about property redress scheme. Everyone should use an agent that is affiliated to a recognized scheme or association. It is always better to see if the agent belongs to an association or redress scheme and has client protection money insurance in place. That's all for today, guys. Stay tuned to our channel for more videos on interesting fact about property development. Thank you.